This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.
Hello, everybody. It's Paul Neeson with the Raw Life Health Show, and here I am in South Florida. I know it's cold in other parts of the country right now. Here in South Florida, it was 85 degrees yesterday. I haven't used the air conditioning in my house yet, and I've been fine with it. There's been a really nice breeze out, so I've just been opening the windows, getting that great breeze. Even in my car, I've been leaving the window open. I haven't needed a reason for the air conditioning. I have some family members in town, and they're using the AC. They actually don't even want to stay in my house because I'm using the AC, so they went to a local hotel. And the reason why I made this video is last night the power went out here in Lake Worth, Florida, where I live. I don't know why it went out, but it went out. It went out at like I think 11 o'clock at night, and it didn't come out until 7 o'clock this morning. I didn't even know it went out because I went to sleep with no air on. I mean, the only idea that I got that it went out was the fan stopped, and I like sleeping with a fan. But I'm just thinking about people that are eating when they eat the standard American diet and how hot they get. And it's just, if you're eating hot food, I mean, that's like I'm not talking about hot like cayenne pepper or red pepper or something. I'm talking about if you're eating food that's hot and it's hot outside, your body's going to be hot. I mean, the ideal way to eat food for health is room temperature. Not too hot or not too cold. I take it I do eat some frozen foods. I like my smoothies with ice in them. But if it's 0 degrees outside, I'm not eating a cold smoothie. And if it's 85 degrees outside, I'm not going to eat a hot meal and complain that I'm too hot. It's just what people think. They don't realize what they're doing. And the fact is, too, when you're overweight and you have extra fat on your body, more fat, excess fat, of course you're going to be hotter, especially when it's hot outside. And I'm just able to deal with it so much better. Another benefit of living the raw vegan lifestyle. Just able to deal with it because sometimes you could think, I go to these mansions, these tourist places, and I'm thinking, how did these people live back then with no air conditioning? But then you realize they didn't have processed food the way they did today either. And you never see obese people in these old pictures, in these old black and white pictures. Very rarely do you see somebody that's extremely obese or overweight. But today you got people extremely obese. They're smoking cigarettes, and it's 90 degrees outside, and they're complaining they need the air conditioning because they're too hot. And air conditioning in general is just not healthy because, I mean, if the windows are open, you're getting some fresh air in. If you ever fly in a plane, and what happens to people? They get dehydrated because they're flying like across the country, and there's no fresh air. It's just recycled air. And air conditioning is not healthy. Even if you use an air conditioner, you need to leave a window open. One of my favorite health tips is when you go to sleep with the window open because it's just not healthy to sleep with the windows closed and the AC on. And there are times when it's cold outside that I might leave the windows closed. There are even times I might turn on the heat, and I might be a little colder in the hot weather than some people, but I grew up in a cold climate, and I just didn't make sense to eat cold food in a cold climate. For those people that eat ice cream when it's hot outside, eat ice cream, right? It's the opposite. You don't do the same thing. You don't eat ice cream when it's 0 degrees outside, and you don't eat hot food when it's hot outside and complain you're too hot. But it was one thing for my family members to say they were too hot. They couldn't really deal with the no AC. But last night when the AC went off, everybody was complaining. I mean, I got a whole bunch of complaints all over the place. Even I have some tenants, and the AC broke a couple weeks ago, and they go, I can't deal with this. I mean, it wasn't even 85 degrees. It was like 75 degrees at nighttime, sometimes down to 70. And they're like, I can't deal with another night without AC. I know people that get generators just so they can have air conditioning. And I guess what's the point? The point is you deal with natural conditions better when you're living naturally. And when you're living unnatural, it's very difficult to be natural. So the processed food has to get out of our diets. If your gut is sticking out more than your chest, chances are you're doing something in your diet or perhaps your lifestyle that's just not ideal. And yes, there are certain things. I'm going to go drink cold water today. It's hot outside. I love to drink cold water. But I'm not going to I'm gonna, for the most part, when I put things in my body, I desire to put things at a room temperature in my body, so I feel better. I feel good, and I'm able to deal with the climate around me and not get so frustrated because it's hot outside. And it gets hot here. It's not humid yet. I'm not saying I don't use the AC, folks. In the summertime, I will use the AC. When it's 95 degrees outside and humid, I'm going to use the AC. But what I do is I have the AC on in the daytime and I have the fans on, and at nighttime I might shut the AC and open up the windows. It's one thing to have the AC on during the daytime when you're moving around, but when you're sleeping at nighttime, it's very important to have a window open and fresh air circulating. Definitely have a fan on. Definitely have a window open. Extremely important health tip to keep in mind. So if you want to make your house all cool at nighttime or in the daytime, so at nighttime it's cool when you go to sleep, or if you have a timer on your AC, maybe shut it, an hour after you're sleeping or something. Have a little window open. Definitely important. And I know it's going to start getting hot all over the country. But if you make the switch, or if you've already made the change to a raw vegan diet or a raw vegan lifestyle, I'm sure you could understand, and you will understand and also appreciate how much easier it is to live a lifestyle with no AC. And it's just another part of the liberation and freeing yourself from from this world, and just freeing yourself from things. No AC, and just the happiest people I see in life are people that are not stuck to even electricity. I mean, the electricity went out last night. I was fine. I mean, I don't have a TV. That's another thing. People, they can't live without a TV set. Well, once you get liberated from watching TV, life is happier. It's better. And just nature is better. Nature is the way to go. And it's hard for people to understand this liberation from society, of just being a slave to society. And I'm stuck with certain things. I'm stuck with the internet. It's what I do for work. It's what I do for these videos. I try to liberate myself from a smartphone, but I want to make these videos and reach people, and it's an ongoing process that I try. And that's what it is. Nobody's perfect. Nobody has all the answers, but we got to try. We got to do our best. The areas that we struggle with, the areas that we're not doing that great, we got to do our best and try to make it happen, make something good happen. And that's what I'm trying to do in my own personal life, and you should do as well. If you're using a phone next to your head, start using the speaker. If you use an AC, maybe come up with a different answer. Whatever it is, but definitely, I think a lot of it starts with the food we eat, how often and how much we eat. I've already made some videos how I'm liberating myself from eating, not only 3 times a day, but liberating myself from eating every day. I'm liberating myself from that, and that feels really great. You can check out all the videos on my website, but yeah. So we want to make sure that we're moving in the right direction and not the wrong direction. Okay, so do your best, everybody, with what you got, and don't make excuses for what you don't have, and do the best with what you got. Enjoy life, and it's okay to sweat. It's okay to go through the day without TV. It's okay to miss a meal. It's okay not to eat in one day. It's okay not to eat cooked food. It's okay not to drink coffee. That's another. It's like 85 degrees out. You're drinking coffee. You're eating hot food, and you're telling me you're hot. No kidding. It's okay to live without these things. It's like saying, well, I'm tired. Well, you need to sleep. You don't need to drink coffee. You don't need to take a drug. So you need to just make these changes in your life if you want to improve your life. And it's an investment for your health in the future. Some people say, well, you did that because you were sick, and I'll do that when I get sick. Folks, don't wait till you get sick. Do it now, so maybe you won't get sick. Set up a system for your life now, so you help prevent getting sick in the future. Okay, it makes a difference, and it makes an impact, and on so many different levels. Free yourself and liberate yourself from the 9-to-5 office job that has closed windows and AC, from working for drug insurance. I call drug insurance not health insurance, but it doesn't pay for health, it pays for drugs. Free yourself from doing something you hate every single day, but think you got to do it. Start getting a job or a career that you love and doing things you enjoy. Free yourself from things that make you complain. to do something on a regular basis and complain about it, it just makes no sense. And if you expect that to change, you got to change what you're doing. There's a saying, if you keep doing the same thing and expect the same results, that's the definition of insanity. That's what it is. It's insane. So we need to make the right changes at the right time and do the right thing. All right? If you have comments or questions, put them below the video. And if you've freed yourself or liberated yourself from something that you were stuck in for so long, whether it be a smartphone or a dumb phone, whether it be air conditioning or whether it be food. Food's a big one, the connection people have for food, or television. Whatever you liberated yourself from, let's hear about it. Put it below the video and let's hear what you've liberated yourself from and the result.
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.